Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yesterday I was dealing with how to deal with the big right hand to the face. In this case, the guy simply walks in, punches, pulls back, punches again. In other words, the guy comes in, punches with third hand, punches again. What you're trying to do is block, slight pause, and then counter, and then follow up right away. And then we can carry on from there, and I'll cover that in a minute. But today we're going to do a variation on that theme. In other words, the guy comes in, you can see that he's coming in. This is not a self-defense, it's not a sparring technique, it's a self-defense technique. The guy comes in, he's set, he's ready, he comes in, he throws big right hand for the face, big left hand for the body. Now in this case, it's 1, 2. And from here, 1, 2. And if that doesn't work, then 1, 2. And if that still doesn't work, then he has 1, 2. So all I'm going to do is block, exactly as I did yesterday against the first punch. As the second punch comes in from here, I simply block it out of the way, but rather than block and block and block and block and block, what I'm going to do is block and then simultaneously counter as it comes out. Then I can follow up. Now in this case, I'm following with straight punches straight into the center, as opposed to high-low center, just as a variation. From here, block across, block and counter. From this angle to from here. Block across, and it counters. Then 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, set. And then we can carry on from there. Now, on the bag, the guy punches, blocks, he punches again, boom, 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 boom. And you'll notice I remain set after I do the strike. I don't just drop my guard. Now in this particular case, I can do it on the other way as well. From here, I block. Notice how I drop my hand out of the way so I don't get it in the way of this hand. Now, counter. Then 3 more counters, and then at that point, I'm still set. I can either advance into him or withdraw him out of the way. Now, I'm combining this defense technique with the same step I was using yesterday, which is once I've done the block, then I shuffle back, and I'm set. Now, when I originally learned how to defend myself from behind, the first thing I learned to do was to strike. That's really not a smart move if I'm dealing with somebody that I don't know is there. If it's a loved one or an innocent bystander or a policeman, then that's not going to end well for me at all. So striking blindly isn't the smart move. The next step I learned was if the guy pulls me to step away or pushes me to step away, and that can work as well under certain conditions if it's not a serious attack, just a pull or a push. But if the guy walks up behind me and he's going boom into the back of my head, or he's going to use a club or a knife or something, then I have to be aware. I have to develop what's called spatial awareness. In other words, beyond where my hands are in the 360-degree circle all the time. Not paranoid, but aware, ready and focused. The whole idea is that if I know that there's something behind me I don't like and I've just dealt with the situation and I can see, in this case I've got a mirror so I can see what's behind me, then I shuffle forward. Now from here, I simply turn into a horse or a cycle, and then back to the bow from here, and I'm set this way. So once I've done the block counter, and then I follow, then I shuffle forward, step, and round, so that I can see what's behind me. That way I'm always aware of what's going on behind me, and I don't kind of stand there and get clocked or hurt or struck from somebody that's behind me, but I have to know that they're there. This is the best way that I found to deal with the situation. That way, if the guy does have a club or stick, sword, and he goes over and he goes to swing and he goes to hit me in the back of the head, strikes down, then all I'm going to do is that as that strike is coming in, as I step away, boom, and I'm set. Now I'm making it a little bit fancier, but the idea is still the same. I'm going from the bow, forward to the bow, and then to the horse, and then to the other way around. What I would probably do is just come off at an angle here, and then I'd be set this way. But for the drill, what I want is block, simultaneous block counter, 3 counters, shuffle forward, then horse, then bow as they come around. Same thing on this side. Block, simultaneous block counter, punch, and 3 punches, shuffle forward and around. At speed. Something like that.